12 ways to keep your heart healthy. Kano Health. In fact, despite exhaustive research, heart disease still remains the #1 killer of people all over the world. But all is not gloom and doom about heart disease. The good news is that, unlike many other illnesses, it is one of the few disorders that can be prevented by making changes in lifestyle. But this lifestyle change has to be permanent to achieve good heart healthiness. Here are some tips on ways to stay heart healthy. Limit the intake of salt. People who consume an excessive amount of salt generally tend to have higher blood pressure, and this, in turn, is a risk factor for stroke and heart disease. The current salt recommendation for adults is no more than 6 grams a day. You should reduce the salt intake in your foods and also read food labels to determine the salt levels. Salt levels tend to be very high in fast foods and processed meat products. By cutting down on the salt, you will not only lower your blood pressure, but the dose of medications required to lower your blood pressure should also be lower. Always be on the lookout for ways to stay heart healthy. Consume less sugar. Sugar is fast becoming public enemy #1 because it provides junk calories, which can rapidly lead to obesity. Excess consumption of sugar can lead to diabetes, disease of blood vessels, and heart disease. This can be done by cutting the consumption of beverages, such as soda, and eating less sweetened foods such as pies, candies, chocolates, etc. Reading labels is also important to help achieve heart health, as many foods are packed with sugar and you might want to try to avoid the majority of them. Limit saturated fats. Saturated fats are commonly found in butter, pies, cakes, pastries, biscuits, margarine, dairy fat, and almost all meats. The problem with saturated fats is that they promote atherosclerosis in blood vessels, eventually leading to blockage. It is important to use only a minimal amount of saturated fat when cooking, or better still, avoid it and use unsaturated fats. Eat higher amounts of plant-based foods. There is no longer any question about the benefits of a plant-based diet. Plant foods, like fruits and veggies, provide many essential nutrients and minerals and are low in calories. In addition, veggies are also rich in fiber, which can help regulate your bowel movements and even lower your blood sugar. All fruits and vegetables are considered to be heart healthy, and you should eat at least 2 or 4 types of plant-based foods every day. Eat more fish. Instead of red meat, eat more fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel, cod, and many more. These fish are packed with unsaturated fatty acids that can lower your blood cholesterol. It is recommended that people eat fish at least 2-3 times a week. If you are a vegetarian but want to derive the same benefits, you can obtain the helpful omega-3 fatty acids by eating walnuts, wheat germ, flaxseed, pumpkin seeds, and using canola oil for cooking. Stop smoking. Smoking is a major risk factor for heart disease and many other health problems like cancer. Individuals who smoke are several times more likely to develop a heart attack than people who do not smoke. Nicotine is known to narrow the blood vessels, which limits the amount of oxygen delivered to the heart. This narrowing can also lead to high blood pressure and an increased risk of kidney failure and stroke. Reduce the intake of alcohol. In general, alcohol intake is associated with many health problems, including high blood pressure, damage to the heart muscle, and initiating abnormal heart rhythms. Small amounts of alcohol are known to reduce blood cholesterol to some degree, but since some people cannot control the amount they drink, it could become more problematic. Become physically active. Overall, people who are not physically active can develop a whole array of medical problems, including heart disease, more than those who are active. Any type of physical activity is better than no activity at all. For those starting, walking for 45-60 minutes every day is good. Exercise not only helps reduce the waistline, but can help lower blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Reduce your body weight. Obesity is not a benign illness, and it is associated with numerous chronic health problems, including heart disease and premature death. By reducing body weight, one not only lowers the risk of heart disease, but also many types of cancers. To reduce body weight means eating less, becoming physically active, and/or undergoing weight loss surgery. Maintain good oral hygiene. Bacteria from the mouth are known to infect the heart valves in some people. Hence, always maintain good oral hygiene by brushing twice a day and flossing once a day. By keeping cavities away, you also reduce the risk of heart disease. Control your stress. A major risk factor for poor health and heart disease is uncontrolled stress. So, it is important to take steps to ease the stress in your life. Do not turn to alcohol to relieve stress, but practice yoga, meditation, tai chi, deep breathing exercises, or enroll in stress relief classes. Get adequate sleep. It is now known that people who have poor sleep habits tend to be at high risk for heart disease. Too little or disjointed sleep disturbs the hormonal balance in the body, which then creates havoc on the rest of the organs. Get in the habit of getting at least 7 hours of sleep every night.